The Central Club.
What's going on, people? Welcome to the Central Club. This episode is brought to you by Re-Inspire Printing, Weekend Defender. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the club, hit the bell button to be notified of future content. Today we are on our way to Port Talbot. We are on the outskirts of Port Talbot right now. Some people would class this as Port Talbot. I would say this is Aberavon. It's in the Neath Port Talbot borough or area, and it's a very famous town, port town. It's also been well known for the TATA steelworks, the largest steelworks in Great Britain, which, if you saw it in the news quite recently, they turned the last furnace off. Also, the actual docks here was closed down about a year ago as well. So, you know, it's quite sad really to see, and they've had, you know, one hit after the other, if you would like to say that. I think a lot of people lost jobs around here, but it's a place that a lot of people told us to go. Port Talbot is on just over the east side of Swansea Bay. It's literally, Swansea's just over the other side, but it's a real unique place because Port Talbot, it has Cardiff fans here and Swansea fans. It's always been one of those places. There used to be a lot more Cardiff fans here, but I think when Swansea got the new stadium and, you know, Lee Trundle came and then they went to the Premier League for 7 years, a lot of fans then went over to Swansea. But there is still a few diehard Cardiff fans here as well. Used to be famous, Aberavon, back in the day for the swimming pool, the Aquadome. Used to come here as a kid. That famously got burned down. Rod Gilbert, the comedian who's from here, actually talks about it in one of his jokes. It was a really good place. I do believe they've put a lot of money into the area. The beach and that has been renovated and stuff. Back in the day, did have a reputation, especially Port Talbot and the council estate Sandfields, where we are going to go. So yeah, let's have a little look around. I hope you enjoyed this one. Stay central. Oh, and one other thing, he's back with me again. We had to get him a hat this time.
What's happening, guys?
Look at that bridge, look how old it is. I can smell the sea.
Well, I'll tell you what a bad thing is.
We're good, you know?
Yeah.
What has happened is, with Sandfields now, they've saved it. Why didn't they save Port Talbot?
Sad.
You know, it's bad, isn't it?
Well, yeah, when I saw that, when it first said, oh, steel, I thought, oh, they've got Port Talbot back open. And I saw Scunthorpe and I was like...
Because what it is, it's going to take at least 2 years now for the arc furnace to come up. So it's a long time in it.
So could you explain to people how that works?
Well, what happens is the blast furnace is gone. So then what happens then is with the arc furnace, it'll be scrap steel going into that. And I think they put pellets in as well. So it's, you know, the blast is finished altogether. So they get the steel out of that. So it's going to cost a fortune to do it, right? But what...
Are they going to do that though? Do you know if they're going to...
Well, the money's been given to it. Have you heard there's a new pickling line coming on down the Colville where I used to work? So I'm hoping it will come on. But over by your mine, it's going to be all the development with the, you know, the wind farms. So there should be thousands of jobs coming off on it.
The new energy company.
That'd be good.
That would be good, but it's been a disaster for the town, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You have seen it affect.
Yeah, definitely.
And you used to work there, you said.
Has it affected you?
When I started there, you wouldn't believe it, there was 20,000 people working on it. And
all from the town surrounding?
From all the area. Well, that's why the Sandfields Estate was built. For the people there to have houses to work in the works. That's where the Sandfields are.
And so, you know, when the Sandfields was built, were people from the area, or did they come?
They're from all over the place. They come from everywhere.
In Wales or all over?
Well, all over. I see people I was working with. I mean, mostly from Wales, but there's a lot of people from England and other places
Yeah.
who come down for the jobs.
Yeah.
Because they were good jobs.
It was the largest steelworks, was it?
Yeah, largest steelwork. People don't realise the size of it. It's absolutely gigantic. It is
Yeah.
when you go in there.
So you've seen some, you bet you got some stories to tell of.
Oh, it was a fabulous place to work.
Was it?
It was. And that's why the town was absolutely booming, because there was so much money about. You know, they were all well-paid jobs.
Yeah, yeah. What do you when you first found out that they were going to close the furnace? How did that feel? Not seeing the flames.
Oh,
Over the sky.
It's a terrible thing, isn't it? But I mean, you're talking now. There's about 2,500 jobs gone to just the furnaces between everybody. The coke ovens went first. See, they've got the coke ovens and the furnaces. All the heavy ends gone.
Yeah.
So
Which is are they the which? Could you point out the furnaces?
the two of them, 4 and
Yeah.
5 blast furnace. See, they're coming, supposed to be coming down. Here's another sad part.
the skyline, you know.
There's another sad part there. Right? You look over there. See the cranes, brother? See those cranes?
Yeah, those big things there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's TATA owns them, but the ports have said they want them down, so they've got to take those down. It's a lovely sight, that is.
I think that it gives it character, don't it?
You know, I miss them, but they got to come down because the ports have told them they want them gone.
But the port's shut down. Is that for the windmill thing? Is it or?
Well, when all the development comes, that's going to be for all, you know, the solar, wind, or whatever they're doing. But they want the cranes gone, so it's going to be.
And the company are not even from here, are they? They're not British, are they?
No, TATA owns everything, doesn't it? Owns the steel and everything.
It's a shame, isn't it? Massive shame.
But the good thing, what's happened there is that they dug the docks. They made it deep for the ships to come in.
So it's a deep dock, that is it?
So it's Milford Haven and Port Talbot are having development purely because of the depth of the harbour, that they can do everything. You know?
Yeah, because I think Alexander Dock, is it in Cardiff, or Road Dock? That's one of the deep ones, but there's not many deep docks around here, you know. And
Yeah.
so
You're from Cardiff?
yeah,
Yeah.
we're both
Cardiff boys, yeah.
Well, I tell you what, fabulous city, isn't it?
Yeah, Cardiff fan, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Got man.
Liverpool as well.
Oh, and we are, both of us. That's mad, yeah.
We get sticks from some Cardiff lads because we support Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up on it, you know, but it's funny in Old Town, isn't it, Port Talbot, because you've got like Swansea just by there,
Yeah.
and you've got a lot of Cardiff fans here.
Well, I'll be honest with you, if you would have seen Port Talbot before they demolished it, it was fabulous.
Yeah.
And it's never come back really, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's at the town centre and stuff as well.
Took the market out, took this out. And that motorway could have bypassed Port Talbot. They didn't have to knock it all down, but
No, I
Yeah.
know. It's really sad. It's a great town.
Yeah.
You know? It's, I love it. Do you know how long? How deep the dock?
I'm not sure how deep it is, but you can imagine the ships that come in with the iron ore.
Yeah.
But that was done, I think, about 1970 on, I think it was.
Was it? Oh.
Yeah. Mine knew it was British Steel.
Yeah. Did you get this part here? Is this the River Avon, is it?
Yeah. This is the Avon.
So do you get boats come through here? Is it shallow?
Yeah, all the ships used to pass the house all the time. and
That's
go
where
into
those
the docks
stacks
for
are
us.
there.
They go in by there, and they were unloaded in by there. See, the smaller ships, see?
Yeah. And that's what that railway was for then, is it? The old
Yeah.
rail bridge.
That's right, yeah. I tell you what, see all this way, I know.
Yeah.
All that.
Right.
That now, but there was when the sailing ships used to come in and pick up all the coal from the mines.
Is that the wood there?
The
all
wood
remnants?
is left, the ruins is left.
So
Used to
they
have
come from the valleys?
Yeah, come down from the valleys. The sailing ships will come in by here, load up and go back out.
Yeah.
Amazing, isn't it?
Wow. I love the history.
Oh, I tell you what, I think history is it's just as good as the future. I think you go back and look at all.
Yeah, I honestly, I'd go back. I'd love to go back and and really living it, like, and see what it was really like, you
Yeah.
know. Even going back to Merthyr when that was like a really bustling town, you know.
Yeah.
It's fascinating how.
I was talking to a lady on the path all the way there, and they said they spent some money on the beach or some down there. They refurbed. Remember you had the old, what was it called?
Oh yeah, it's Aberafan Beach, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They spent some money down there, and
Well, originally, see, there was 2 fun fairs by here.
yeah.
You had Days, which was the old fun fair, and then you had Miami Beach Camp, which, so you had 2 fairs there. The place was moving.
Yeah.
I worked on a fair when I was 14 and 15.
Yeah.
Fabulous time.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've lived it all along. Did you witness then when like Sandfields was quite notorious as well as a bit an estate? It was meant to be a bit notorious, weren't it?
I don't think it was a bad estate, to be honest with you. You know, we get trouble in all estates, don't we? But no, I don't think the Sandfields was a bad estate.
No.
No.
You hear it. It's funny, isn't it? Like if you're not from an area, these people like make reputations out of nothing.
Yeah.
Don't they? Like, do you know what I mean? And if you're from there, it's
And what I have learned, that when there's plenty of work, there's no trouble about.
yeah.
When there's plenty of unemployment, if people don't want to work then, it's just because they're born idle.
Mm.
Because if you didn't work over the last 30 years where Port Talbot was going well, you didn't want to.
Yeah.
You had the BP down the other end.
Because there was work everywhere.
Yeah, the BP chemicals was the other
That's
end.
what helped us work. Helped
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Helped me massively.
We used to be heroin addicts, me and Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
We've been clean now.
well,
for
I got to
years.
say too, right, I know a lot about it, right? And for you to come from it,
Yeah.
well done to you.
Yeah, it's very rare our friends and people older are dead, and you know.
I know exactly. I can't go into it because
No.
it's too sad, to be honest with you. But well done to you.
Yeah, thank you,
Well
thank you. But and you're right, what you said. Like, I think the root of all evil is money, innit? You know,
Yeah.
and if people haven't got work, and you know,
Yeah.
they end up looking elsewhere to get money, and
Yeah.
you know.
What's your names anyway?
My name's Cullen,
Alan.
and it's,
Sam.
Hiya, Sam.
Nice.
what's your name?
Eddie.
Eddie. It's nice to meet you, Ed.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving us a bit of
I
publicity.
I love you too.
Yeah, you'll have to check us out,
Yeah,
innit?
Central Club. Yeah.
Another thing with YouTube is when you want to know something or how to do something, guess
Get on it. Yeah.
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 See, yeah. It's got everything on it.
Have you lived in this part long? This is a lovely
Yeah,
part of Aberafan.
we
isn't it?
moved in December the 23rd, 25 years ago. Brand new, see?
Brand new, yeah, 25 years old,
And
yeah.
we lived in the other house up in Dinas, Bagland Road for 25 years. And then we moved in.
You and your wife both from Port Talbot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, no, thank you. If you could give in a couple of words how to describe Port Talbot.
well, I think Port Talbot is a fabulous town, which could be a lot better. I'm hoping that with this new development coming over on the docks, there'll be a lot of jobs, and it'll pick the area up a bit more.
Yeah.
You know.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eddie.
Nice to see you both
Yeah.
anyway.
And you.
It's a pleasure.
How do you know that I know Muddy and Juggy, Juggy, Muddy, 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 Yana, Juggy, Jug. Walking down the beaches, looking at the peaches, burning, burning.
Well, one of them tonight. Beautiful, beautiful.
So, you from around here?
Yeah, I was born here and then I moved away, but then I come back here, back to my roots because I love living around here. All my family's around here. It's such a tight-knit community around here. So
Yeah. And what area would you call this?
Sandfields.
This is the Sandfields,
Yeah,
is it?
it's
Is it pretty big, this estate then, is it? Goes
Yeah,
far back.
Sandfields there's like South Sandfields and East Sandfields. It's a big Sandfields area, like.
And what's the area like? Like, it's, you know...
Everyone knows everyone and it's a close-knit community, you know what I mean? And it's safe. I feel safe going to a shop and I just coming back on my own
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Because everyone's...
Because you know everyone.
Yeah, and everyone knows everyone's parents and stuff like that, so...
Yeah. Is there, well, I'd say there must be quite a lot to do for the kids because there's lots of things around it, isn't there?
Yeah, I got 4 kids, so there's lots to do around here, and where we are right now is perfect. There's a school right there, and then there's the beach right there, the shops closed, the bus stops closed if you want to go town.
Yeah.
Town's even like a 20-minute walk, so it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But
What about for like youth when they get a bit older and that? Is there much to do for the youth?
the only thing is, it's not like how it used to be. Like when I was growing up, with teenagers, they had youth clubs there and stuff, but there's not many youth clubs and stuff about now. That's the only problem.
And in terms of crime, is there much crime in Sandfields?
Yeah, I'd say the thief crime is really high because, you know, people got nothing to do around it. Teenagers not got much to do around it and stuff. That's the main problem, isn't it? So bikes are getting stolen.
Everyone likes a bike now, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough, fair enough. Oh, well, thank you very much. Oh, if you could describe Sandfields in a couple of words.
I don't know. Safe.
Yeah.
Comfortable, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else, but it's perfect.
Yeah.
Family area, I should say. I feel safe with my children around here, and that's the main thing.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate your time. What's your name, sorry?
Tony.
Tony?
G.
Nice to meet you. My name's Colin. Take care.
Nice to meet you.
I was told living here it wasn't safe.
Oh, wait there. Then.
Oh, my nan's just round me.
And it's not, it's different.
I'm filming.
It's nothing like...
Sorry. Go on.
I used to live in Tenby and the Carmarthenshire area, and when I met Tony, everybody said, oh, don't move down to Port Talbot, it's not safe, you know, people steal wheels of cars and all this, and I was like, oh god, you know, you're expecting all of that all the time. And I moved here, and I've never been somebody that can walk anywhere in the dark by myself, or even in the daylight by myself. Yeah, I can go to the shop by myself in the dark, and I'm not anxious, I don't feel unsafe. I don't feel like, you know, I've left my push bike there. I don't feel like it's not in good hands, sort of thing. I don't feel like I don't feel like I have to lock my door every single night and things like that. It's nothing what people used to say that it was at all. I don't feel unsafe, and I've lived in places all my life and I felt unsafe, and it's not like that here.
Is there drug problems here?
Drug problems? I feel like there's drug problems everywhere.
Yeah.
So there is. I'm not going to say there isn't, but it's the same for areas everywhere. You know, you go to Swansea and it's bad places there, but then some people will say, oh no, Swansea's lovely.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I wouldn't say that I see like majorly bad drug problems.
Yeah.
Things, it's mostly just, you know, like smoking weed. A lot of people do that. Not many people, like I haven't seen worse than that, really.
Yeah. Fair enough.
More drunks than anything.
Yeah.
Everybody loving to go to the pub and things like that more than anything.
Oh, well, thank you very much for your take on Port Talbot. Thank you. So, what's your name?
Rachel.
Rachel. How are you, Rachel? You from Port Talbot?
Yeah, I'm from Margam.
Margam. Do you live in Sandfields?
Yeah.
What do you think of the place?
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright. It's a bit noisy and stuff, like, you know, can hear everything's going on, but it's nice enough,
Yeah. In this block, you mean, yeah?
In this block. I think it's because it's a new build.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a refurbish, so they're built better than these ones, I think.
Yeah,
Stronger ones are always better.
Yeah.
Are we in this one, are we?
You know, you want to go up to number 4. I don't know what number he is, though. I think it might be
I'll
number
ring him now.
16.
Right, so if you're wondering why I'm in a block of flats, I don't know if any of you know, but there's a man that goes by the name Captain Beany. He is the baked beans man, let's say. He lives on the Sandfields Estate in this block, and we're going to go and see him now. We've just been directed his house, and they said you won't miss it because he's got, well, there it is. Got a blue plaque, Captain Beany. Mayor of Aberafan, Great British Eccentric, award winner, been there, done that, lives here.
Locked the door then, shall we?
Hello, good afternoon, how are we?
Hey!
How's it going?
How's it going? You alright, sir?
Your name must be Colin.
Cullen.
Cullen, I see.
That's alright, I get called all sorts.
Oh, great stuff. Well, welcome to Captain Beany's Bean Suite and follow the captain.
Cheers.
I got some half-baked memorabilia, of course, like, you know, strewn around, mate.
Sam I am.
Sam you are, look at it, there we are.
In your heyday there, yes?
That was me when I was a bean sprout. All of 1986. Believe it or not, it's nearly 40 years next September.
Wow.
Since I laid in that bar for baked beans for charity, of course. And still currently, the Guinness Book of Records for laying in a bath of beans for 100 hours.
100 hours?
100 hours.
Wow.
4 days and 4 nights.
Wow.
Yep, I wonder if I managed to stick it that long. I don't know.
Is this where
Brilliant.
the birth came of Captain Beany?
It was influenced by an album cover by The Who. You know The Who?
Yeah.
When Roger Daltrey is laying
Great
in
band.
Roger Daltrey laying in the bath of beans holding a can of Heinz.
Yeah.
And I thought if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me.
Yeah.
As Barry Kirk, of course, you know, his charity fundraiser. And I thought, well, if nobody's set the record, I'll attempt one. And back in September 1986, I got in touch with Guinness Book of Records and they said, how long do you want to be in the bath of beans? I said, how long do you want me to lay in them? Well, if you're going to lay in the bath of beans for a substantial record, you know, it could be a day or 2 days. Round it off to 100.
That's amazing.
You know,
That's amazing.
I can win that. I could just lay in there.
What? Literally didn't get out?
Oh, well, here's a bit of, well, let's put it this way.
You tally it up, is it, over a certain amount of time?
Well, I was obliged to say that for every hour in a bath of beans, I was laying myself, I was immersing myself for that full hour and 5-minute breaks. So I got out to do my doings, come back in the bath, but I thought, what am I doing? If I lay in the bath for 6 hours, I can get out for half an hour. Because I'm accumulating all the 5 minutes. So that's what I was doing. 6, half, 6 hours, 6 half. And Guinness Book of Records said, yeah, it's viable, there we are, go for it.
Yeah. And did you sleep in it then? Or?
Well, that's the only drawback, see. I didn't prepare at all. I should have had some cushion or something for my bum. I didn't have a neck brace to sleep on it. And I didn't want to cheat. I was in my bean namas, I was, you know. And I just thought I'd wing it. I suffer for the cause. And we raised in 1986 1,500 quid for a minibus, which is equivalent to £8,000 to £9,000 today. And
that's fantastic.
like I said, as good regards to sleeping, no, I only had about 4 hours skip. But I was so mentally aware what was going on, I couldn't crash out because I was in a state of shock.
Did you? So from there, it was like the name stuck type of thing. Or did you have a passion? Was it a passion for beans before this or no?
Well, not really effectively. If Roger don't really in the bath of spaghetti or
you would have been spaghetti.
I could be Sergeant Spaghetti, whatever. But everybody, basically, food stuff, baked beans is basically a UK nationwide favourite taste for human beings such as yourself. I changed my name by Beanpole then in 1980.
What?
I changed my name from Barry Kirk to Captain Beany solely because Captain Kirk was, believe it or not, from Star Trek. So,
well, tell me about this poster. What was this about?
Well, what it is, apart from a charity fundraising,
try and stand in the light
apart from charity fundraising, I love to wind up the establishment. So effectively, what I did, I stood as
In the independent
candidates during the 1990 election, and still doing it now, mind.
Blair beware, it ain't going to tell the man in tight loses his deposit.
Exactly, front cover of the Sunday magazine.
That's mad.
It is, and I collect some memorabilia.
Is this, to me, this actually looks like a real
It
set.
is. It is actually a real beans on toast. And,
oh my gosh.
It's like a sculpture kind of thing.
That's amazing. And this is what I always wanted to know. Is it any beans or is it Heinz? Because the green and the orange is...
Was it you then?
No.
Oh my gosh, I know beans.
Yeah, what is it? Like, is it any beans or?
Human beings? Well, any bean will do, boys. To be honest with you, I last on something that I could relate to for my future prosperity as Captain Beany, the superhero, the great British eccentric, the entertainer. I do beanie-grams for the kids. I goes to talks, to establishments. Best thing I ever done recently is going to primary schools and ingratiate the kids on Superhero Day, because I also dress up as a superhero. So I got very... I'm
not being funny, right? Do you know what? It looks like you had a bit more weight there, right? But
I think
you look like
it's a padded thing.
No, but even like in the cheeks and all, like even in that photo over there, you do look a bit bigger, like. Do you know what I mean? That's class, mate.
It is brilliant.
Who done this?
Oh, a local celebrity artist called Graham Clark. August 2012. Like I said, I've lost a bit of weight because I'm running the bean, forgot to mention. I'm running in the Manchester Marathon as we speak. Is a list of my medals.
Oh, mate, well done. Do you dress up as Beany and when you're doing the runs?
Yeah, I've got a runner bean costume, of course. And I've been running my legs off since 1982. And I just love running. And if it's raising money for various causes, so be it. And like I said, I'm involved with the Manchester Marathon tomorrow.
So, you're going to run the marathon?
That's a wicked medal.
So have you been training hard?
I have. I've been running my legs off. And so hopefully now...
What's your favourite medal out of all of these?
Oh, it's got to be this one, because I got to let you in a secret. I did a virtual John O'Groats to Land's End during COVID, and I ran around Port Talbot for the best part of 3 months to accumulate 874 miles.
Jesus.
Wow.
And I did it to get that gold medal, because I did it within a certain time. And who knows, I might do the real thing one day. So let you know, and spill the beans.
Tell us about the Richard Burton Steel thing.
It is the one and only Richard Burton 10K, which is raced every November. And it's a non-profit organisation. All the money that's raised throughout the 10K course goes back into the community, and it funds different causes like clubs, societies, organisations who require funding. And we go for a presentation evening down in TATA Steel, and they present us with an email to say how much you want for your charity, and I said, well, you give me an amount of money and I dedicate it to them. That's what it's done every year, and fair dues. And as you can see, instead of a formidable medal, they give you the poster, you see.
Lovely.
Awesome.
Brilliant.
Did you live in the other flats before?
I did, two blocks down. There was a bona fide Begbie museum. Unfortunately, I had to move.
Because I actually saw that on Google.
And I was there ingratiating everybody from all over the country, all over the world, to say,
people would come, did they?
and pay for the privilege. Free entry, £10 to get out. That's what I used to say. There's a tin of baked beans for you there. But for 13 years, I ingratiated everybody from all over the world. From New Zealand, America, and the best thing about it, I entertain them, tell them all, and spill the beans about my fundraising work. And they leave it. Well, a funny thing, believe it or not, I was on #1 TripAdvisor. I superseded the likes of Magham Park and everything.
That's amazing.
It is, just for my living room.
Is this not anymore, or have you give up that?
This is a semi now, lads. This is a semi being mad now. And what I've done, basically, I've attributed partially to a Begbie museum, to to invite you in, obviously, to see the full-blown captain.
We appreciate it.
And as you can see, I got a coffee table, which basically is a full-blown coffin.
I was going to say, that is a coffin, is it?
That is,
Well, what? And you could use that as a coffin, like?
That's my second home.
Do you think you'll use that?
Yeah, it's a bona fide baked bean coffin, so it's my second home. So when I'm been and gone,
he's a legend.
Just class.
He's a legend.
I tell you what, it's a bit of a mess.
No, it's great, mate. This is.
But I love orange at the best of
Well,
times.
I love the green and orange. Like, I don't know, it's like a turquoise, isn't it? The Heinz one. I love the two colours together. Like, it's.
That is right.
I never thought it would look so nice, but it does. Like, strangely enough, you know.
And I've retained some of the Heinz products as well, because obviously this is partially a Heinz kitchen, I call it. But majority of the stuff I bought. I got a full It's Christmas every day. Christmas every day. There we are. We got Christmas 366 days of a year. Every day's Christmas Day. And like I said, I managed to take all the orange soup and feed his feet. And you know, I can sit over there and just have a little pause.
So like, you know, like these, did you get them like made for you, like?
This wasn't a charity shop, but these are Timu.
Timu.
That is Timu. And look at the view, boys.
I know. Are you glad you moved flats though?
Oh, I'll be honest, because it's a housing association. I said to him, have you got one bedroom instead of two? Because I'm living on my own. And I said, we got this 20 flats in the 5-storey complex. Would you like to have a look at it? And I said, cheekily, is that one going up on the very top? Well, you're the first one to inquire. And lo and behold, Titarium, fair dues, any judgment, said, Captain Beany, you can have this one. And
like
my
the
word,
isn't it?
I struck bean gold. And as you can see, it overlooks Aberafan Beach. On a lovely day, lads, you can see Swansea Bay twinkling in the light.
I'd rather it stay like this so we can't see it.
And the amazing thing is, it's got this privacy windows that you can see out, but you can't see in during the day.
That's great. That's great. Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, I got my friend by here to keep me company.
Paul.
There we are. Alien, how's he going?
Do you do social media? Do you do like TikTok?
Yeah, well, I'm getting into it.
Yeah.
I've been interviewed, like you said, people like yourself, right? And I do beanie grams. I've actually got a mobile set up and I stand by the Heinz kitchen, wishing everybody happy bean day to you. Happy bean day. And I got paid for the privilege during COVID, like, you know, and if it's birthdays, weddings, engagements, divorces, I've been there, done that, like, and everything. So as part of my persona, like, you know, to ingratiate the public. And it's never a dull moment.
No.
There is.
Literally, you've got a figure made that.
The Captain Beany. I mean, I've been lucky. I bought these 4 lovely pictures of baked beans and placed them up on frames as well.
They're lovely,
And you look at them and think, my God, there's some work that's gone into it.
They are. When you look closely,
Yeah, but the novelty factor is, if I may sit by here, you can boys sit by here.
Let's dive in a little bit more.
Dive in for a bit. The recent thing I've done is I've managed to procure this chain of office, you see. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun if I sort of made myself into a sort of a social figure, you know, to say I'm an upstanding person in the community. And I called myself, I said, well, no, the Mayor of Aberafan. And this is my domain, you know. So I like to think I'm king of the castle by here. And nothing gives me more pleasure than to walk around Aberafan Beach, mind my own affair half the time. And you know what? The kids have grown up to me since I used to attend schools. They're growing up to be adults and everything. And I even had a tap on the shoulder to say, Captain Beany, I remember you when you opened my school feed, and my children love you.
We've seen a couple of children, like young kids.
They were like, it's not like around here, but only when we see Captain Beany.
They love it, see, and that's my legacy. You know, I think I've left an indelible print in the world. You know, it makes me feel so good doing things for the community, charity, and emphasising fundraising, you know. And so there's a motive with my persona as an eccentric. I think need more people like myself, you know, just to generate a bit more.
Oh, mate, we need you in the
happiness.
world. We need you in the world.
Yeah.
I want to know about the tattoos then. Can you, because people might not notice this on the camera, if you can come a little closer.
Yeah,
and
there we
show.
are, look. I thought
So,
I'd wear my bean band there, look, for you, but...
So you've literally got, you've got beans on as your eyebrows.
Yeah.
Beans is your hair.
Yeah.
But instead of like having people have, some people get tattooed hair, just a little dot, but you've actually got beans.
Yeah, I got somebody as well.
Yeah, there we go. That's class.
That is Captain Beany and his girlfriend,
Miss Beany.
Tina Beans.
Tina Beans.
Tina Beans.
Tina Beans, man.
Tina Beans. But,
What's the initials on the beans?
well, I'll let you a secret. I had my arm tattooed with Captain Beany and Tina Beans.
They're all your exes.
if I could replicate this now on my head, like for charity, of course, it'd be, well, why go for it? Like, this was painful enough, but I went to see a local tattooist, Craig Jenkins at the time, in 2014. I said, look, it's my 60th birthday. I'd love to have 60 baked beans tattooed on my head with the option of people purchasing each individual baked bean with the initials.
I did notice the
Yeah,
letters on the
so I went around after he fulfilled his obligations, 2.5 days of mentalness, because having a tattoo on your head is bad enough, let alone on your arm.
Was it painful?
It
On
was.
the head? Yeah.
It was like a raving migraine.
Yeah, I bet.
And it was thumping and everything, and it was itching. But anyway, I went around with an A4 piece of paper and I said, would you like to sponsor the baked bean on my head? How much is it? I said, well, wrap it around to £60 per bean. And we raised 3,600 quid.
Oh,
and the guy who did
Charge
the
me
tattoo, he didn't charge me a bean.
Wow.
Did he?
Class.
But there's another one there with, I don't know if you can see it as well, there's a daisy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now with daisy, I kept one spare baked bean called the Golden Bean, and there's a charity called the Daisy Garland Foundation, and this young girl unfortunately passed away with epilepsy. So we got together and had a tattooist to do her name of
lovely.
Daisy as an emblem of the charity, and we raised about £2.5 for that. So there's a price on my head.
That's lovely, mate. That's lovely.
Yeah.
You like obviously we've been doing a vlog of Port Talbot.
Yeah.
What would you say? Like obviously everyone loves you, so you probably you wouldn't probably see the good and the bad. But what would you make of Port Talbot itself as an area, like as a community?
Do you know what? I've been living on the council estate now for the best part of 50 odd years anyway. I wouldn't have known any different. I mean, when I was growing up, back in the 60s, you know, the relevance of the fact that we got a beach,
Wow.
2.5 mile beach, right, on a council estate.
It's mad.
It is.
Yeah,
How many people can say they're going to come stay next to a beach?
Yeah.
On the beach.
So I didn't know any different. I thought everybody's got a beach. But I grew up in here. I attended local schools and worked here. There was a company called BP, Raglan Bay. Good job, Monday in it, computer operator. And nightlife was rife, you know, people had a job. And as you well know, the steelworks is gone. And, you know, I feel sorry for basically the next generation.
Yeah, that's it.
Because in my day, work was so prevalent, you could just hop, skip and a jump for any job. But, yeah, it's lost its bit of its character now, because some of the old soldiers, like, they just faded and passed away. But I like to think I'm still here in mind.
Yeah. It's like you see, all the jobs. Yeah, my dad. He's still like he thinks it's not like you said back then. You just go onto a site and say, "Get any work?" They say, "Yeah, come on, mate." Now with all it's people are struggling to get work, and it's you need your health and safety tickets. It's all this.
Oh, yeah.
You've got to fill in applications. But like my dad, like he always pushing me because he's always I come working class family. He's always pushing me to work. But I'm like, Dad, it's not as easy as like in your day where you can just go on a site and, you know, just take any work. Oh yeah, mate, come on, you can start now, like, you know. Yeah. And it's not. It is hard now for this generation.
Yeah, and there's so few jobs there for people, young people to establish themselves. But the main thing, I know this is so bizarre, but there's lack of tradespeople now coming around. They all want to be influencers, media stars, how easy they make a quick buck, this, that, the other. And they've been heavily influenced by that kind of motive. Yeah. And I think, I'll be honest with you, I reckon my motive here is to instill the younger generation to pursue their dreams, but not actually thinking, well, every dream will come true.
Yeah,
You've got to get the knocks. If you don't get the knocks, you're not really strong. You've got to learn. And people are so mentally distraught, thinking I can't attain to be who I am. And I got to tell the children, like, don't be disgruntled. You get knocked, but it makes you stronger.
Well, definitely. it's like you see on these kids who watch social media now, people like KSI, Jake Paul, they started playing PlayStation, and now they're multi-millionaires. So for them to then be told, do a bricklaying course, do your bricklaying course and make £200 or £300 for whatever it is a week.
Yeah.
They don't want to do that, do they?
Well, it's easy enough for them to jump on a bandwagon. Here's my bottle of water. It's got my name on it. Buy it because I'm influencing you to buy it and making me rich.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
It is, isn't it?
Most of them taste like shit.
Yeah, well, exactly. Well, that's what is happening now, and people influence them because, the kids, they get younger, and I tell you what, I can't believe how much, like you said, social media is out there, kids on TikTok and everything like that, and it's bad for the families, because where are they going to go in the future knowing that they've lost track of family get together? They go in their own rooms, you don't know what they're doing, they want to be, don't influence me now, I'm looking at that screen.
It's mad,
It is.
There's no character built, those are the Joneses, those are the Davises, you have your family in it, like there's no character in any, because they're just
the family
influenced by some random geezer in America, someone from
Yeah. And like I said, I appreciate social media because it's helped me. Don't get me wrong, for what I've done for charity. I mean, Facebook, I'm up to my maximum level of 5,000 fans, whoever they are. But if I put something out like, come and see Captain Beany is opening a school fete and function like that, it draws people in, and this is what I love doing.
That's the one thing what strikes me with you is just like like when I first come across you, I was like, what is this guy's story like? But I could just see like your personality. We need more people like you in the world.
I'll be honest, it hasn't been plain sailing for me. I've had my knocks in the past because of this persona I pursue as Captain Beany now. I mean, in other days, he thought I was just a weird guy, bit of a mental. But they didn't get the fact that I'm a one-off and not a cheap madcap, everything. I jumped on the bandwagon being madcap because I thought, if you call me madcap, okay, it might generate more funding because people are interested and curious about me, just like yourselves. And I think that's a good way, and I don't mind that. But I've had setbacks, but it doesn't affect me mentally. I've had to pursue it, and tell everybody, each to their own. Do
you feel like when you're out in your community of Port Talbot, though, you can lay your hair down, so to speak, or do you feel like you have to put on that like smile every time you're out?
Yeah, there's a bit of a sort of a mask, obviously. There's been setbacks in the past, bereavements, and with my late mother and my brother. A bit of a merchandise. I shall spill the beans about.
Have you laid in there? Have you laid in this?
Yeah, I've had a couple of people, influencers. They said, "How tall are you? 5'2". Have a go. I take the lid off." And
do you want to have a go for us?
You want to go in?
Sam will.
I will.
Don't tempt fate, for God's sake. Anybody goes in there, they curse. Oh my God, don't let me in there.
So you said you got family, and have you got any children?
No, I've got family now. No, I've never been married. I've always been an edible bachelor, you say, I'd rather love the fact that I'm looking for a special tin of beans out there. And I'm still single, I've been through relationships and everything like that. Never walked down the aisle. I haven't got any bean sprouts as such. Majority of them are in the sperm bank in Swansea. So there might be some orange people around there.
Have you wanted to settle down with somebody?
I don't think anybody would put up with me, honest to God. I mean, I'm always thinking ahead of, pardon the pun again, full of beans. I think I would have to find somebody who's a bit more subdued than me, just to calm me down. Because I think if I had another one of me, I think we both go melody mental.
And before...
Jamie Denham would let this guy, like, wouldn't he?
He could be another Scotty Denham. His father.
Yeah.
The man before Captain Beany, was he a character as well then?
Well, after a couple of drinks, I think everybody's a bit of a character, because let's use well say, I'm all living on Council Estate, we council boys in it. We used to drink, socialising, dancing, everything like that, you know. And one way or another, like, you know, for me, time was no concept. Like, you know, you're getting older and mature and everything. I just love to party, I did. And there's a funny thing, I got nothing.
Jamie Denham.
I'll be honest with you, I feel young at heart. I mean, I don't consider, if I was married, a grandfather of a couple of kids and everything. Yeah. Because I think that labels, when I'm gone, being and gone, like, pass away, they wouldn't say, oh, he's a grandfather of 2 whatever children. He's just him. He's just Captain Beany.
Yeah. Well, Captain, it's been a real pleasure coming to see your wonderful museum and meeting yourself, of course. Typical. Well then, Captain, it's been a real pleasure coming to visit.
Well, yeah, thank you ever so much. And before you go anyway, like, you know, as you will know, I assume a persona of a superhero on my day off. And it gives me great pleasure to present to the Central Club studio a signed autograph Captain Beany poster.
That's beautiful.
Well, I've been there and that and got a poster. There we are. Look.
Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you very much. I will put that in the studio.
Absolutely been
I'll frame it. It has been fantastic.
Well,
it's been amazing.
It's been amazing. Yeah. Hey, listen, we'd love to get you on for a podcast. We'd love to get to dive in more about
and especially after I'm doing the Manchester Marathon, you know, talking about my running prowess. Show medals and everything, and show the other things I've given to the kids.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much for having us here.
There we are.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Don't know if you can see in the distance, but that's Swansea in the distance. This is Aberabham Beach. This is the beginning of the Sandfields Estate. We're going to walk around the flats now, see if we can speak to any of the people. But that was Captain Beany. What a guy. Very, very an anomaly, eccentric. But you know what? I've walked out of there feeling a bit uplifted. The positivity, the buzz, the aura he gives off. We do need more people in the world like that. More people who don't take things as too much serious, too much to heart. What a nice guy.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Yeah.
Put mine on the bedroom wall.
Then let's go and have a little walk.
I got to put mine on my bedroom wall, right? Of a Beany.
Oh, don't be You're a dick, mate. You're a dick.
I better not say too much in case you kick me off.
I'm going to go over to the red. Is that open? Use the toilet.
Should we go and have a look in the Red Dragon? So, Neil, is it?
Yeah.
So this is the Red Dragon boozer?
Yeah.
And this area within here, is this...
Sandfields Estate.
This is Sandfields, yeah? Have you lived here long?
All my life.
Yeah? What do you make of the area?
It was rough years ago, big as housing estates was in the 80s, but it's great now. Alright, not too bad at all, everyone's the same. You don't get your house burgled, not as much as you know what I mean?
Not as much as you used to?
No, it's gone down a little bit. No, it's alright, it's not a bad estate, it cleaned it up a bit, the beach is alright.
Yeah.
There's not many housing estates with a big fucking beach with.
we just been to that Captain Beany's house.
The museum.
Yeah.
The Bean Museum.
Yeah. And he was saying the same thing, like, not many, you know, I know one up in the northeast by Sunderland. And
I work at a place in Hartlepool. There's a place there called Seaton Canoe, and there's a big huge beach on there as well.
Yeah.
But the bloke fucked off with the canoe, did he remember? So they call it Seaton Canoe now.
Yeah.
But it's alright, it's a rough estate, but a big beach, very similar to this town I found it.
Yeah.
Like Port Talbot on steroids.
Yeah. Well, this used to be all sand dunes and that, didn't it?
Yeah.
You know? But why would people used to call it rough then?
It was a rough estate in the 80s. A lot of estates were. There was no work. You had Thatcher in control. It was a lot of glue sniffing, a lot of violence. That's the way it was. You had punk skinheads. You had a lot of factions, and it was every street that it was a gang. One street to another street. That's the same as Newport, same as Cardiff, same as everywhere, same as anywhere I've been.
It's quite what I've found fascinating about Port Talbot, different to Swansea. It's quite multicultural here as well, isn't it?
This was like a little Tiger Bay.
Yeah.
I'm Norwegian. I brought up in a street. It was nicknamed Calypso Street. It was mostly Jamaicans, and it was everyone. We've always it's a multicultural town. Always have been.
Yeah.
A docks. That's the thing. You had seamen coming from everywhere, and they integrated with the locals, and you've got a big community.
Yeah.
Same as a lot of good places.
Yeah, I think it's
colourful. We were all brought up on goat curry and things you wouldn't experience otherwise if we didn't live in this town. I brought up on old reggae from the 70s. You know what I mean? Brilliant music, brilliant people, great times.
The area we now is this Cardiff or Swansea?
Swansea. When I was a kid, there was one street in this estate called Seawood Avenue with my uncles. They were all Swansea. It was called the Oasis in the desert. All the rest of them was Cardiff. It was a lot of violent. They all knew. They were all in school together, but they'd have it on the weekend.
Really?
Oh, fucking hell. Very rough town. Very similar to Newport.
Yeah, Newport.
I find that way. It was a rough... If you wanted to go to football violence, Newport was a place you could have it. And Cardiff, mate.
And now then...
worth it, all of it.
So now then, how's it's all... You just described one street with Swansea.
Yeah.
What's it? How many streets now?
I think since like Swansea was in the Premier for a longer period than Cardiff, I think a lot of the youngsters now are Swansea. Especially from my experience with the youngsters, especially with family, Swansea.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
when years ago, 80s, it was Cardiff, majority Cardiff.
But I thought it's quite understanding. I always thought it'd be Swansea because of how close it is.
Well, 9 miles, yeah, but if you look at it in the 80s, it wasn't. It was like, who had the worst hooligans? They fucking followed it.
Yeah.
Big Cardiff following you. No, it was.
They were just nutters.
Violence, just fucking ruled, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was an escapism.
Yeah.
Just get away and a camaraderie. It was more like a tribal thing, innit?
Yeah. Did you get involved in all that?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
I was able to fight, but it's just the experience of 200 people chasing you in the middle of wolves and you run into the adrenaline is flowing. It's better than any drug in the world.
Yeah.
You can't put my face on this gun.
You'll be alright.
I will tell you everything, but you can't put my fucking face on it.
What's it like for drugs around here?
Oh, loads for everyone. It's the same as any looking about there. Come on, we've all worked all over the fucking country. You can get out with anything you want.
Yeah. So you say the Class A, it's not just coke, but it's everything.
Oh no, fucking everything.
Yeah.
I got to be fair, there seemed to be a lot more heroin and shit in the 80s and 90s. Not so much now.
Yeah.
It's faster for their coke.
Coke and crack?
Coke. I'd say cannabis still quite high.
Yeah.
You see people, you talk.
That's just normal now, isn't it?
They think it's fuck. They're on the dope, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's your own, so you feel secure in your own, don't you? No matter where you go, other people got
it don't matter what place I've been.
Of what it is.
Yeah.
You live there, it's fucking home.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Any place I've gone to, go there, it's rough, go there, and you go there and they love it.
Yeah.
People say my area's rough and I don't think it's rough.
I work we're all contractors, we work all of us work away most of the time. But you go to any part of the country and the majority of people are good people.
Yeah.
Especially up north.
How's this town been affected since the steelworks have shut?
Well, we're all still employed at the moment, so it's not... We can fuck off away. That's our game. Majority of us, we work away from home. We always have from a young age. But we all had spells in it. It's fucking bread, but there's money on the doorstep. It's detrimental to the town. It is. Look at land ruined and up the way.
You are?
Look at land ruined and up the way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
3 more of us, when I shut for the first time. That's the one about 3 more of us. But the industry's been taken out of this part of the world, which was it was the biggest part.
Yeah, and they're still doing it in China and India and places like that. It don't make sense.
Green energy is fucking handicapping us. Green energy have handicapped. It's a fucking load of nonsense.
And it's a conspiracy, I think.
Of course it is. Kid, when we were young, a bloke on TV, David Bellamy, right? Remember David Bellamy? He had a big ginger beard like you. But he said the world goes through cycles. Warming and cooling, it goes through cycles, and nothing has changed. There's still fucking photos of the Statue of Liberty with the level is still the same as 1910.
You can't manipulate the weather,
It's fucking money, mate, that's all it is. Same as the fucking wars, it's all fucking money. Corruption and fucking wars. The elite are taking a piss.
What do you think of the state of the UK?
Bag of shit, we're going downhill fast, mate. We printed money like fucking fresh air for years, same as the Yanks, we got fuck all. Other countries, we see these BRICS countries, they're all backed by gold. We got nothing. We got fuck all. Our industry's getting raped. One fucking steelworks after the country. This country. They started the Industrial Revolution, yeah?
We manufactured
We made everything for the world. Bag of shit, mate, it's fucking gone. I think when we joined the EU in the beginning, they started, France makes this, Germany does this, Britain does fuck this. They decompartmentalise everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not work. It's like a fucking, we're talking about conspiracies. It's like they fucking planned it. You got these immigrants coming in, they fucking, what do they call it?
Economic migrants.
Economic migrants. They're not running from wars. They get what fucking wars in France? Come on. Hey, my family are migrants. My family are migrants, right? I don't give a migrants. If people need help, yeah, legally. Same as every other fucking had to do it in every country. Don't get rid of the sovereignty of every fucking country. That's a problem with this fucking EU. It's disgusting, mate.
Yeah.
I can't understand. It's like it's fucking planned. It is, isn't it? Yeah. I sit in here.
Well, it don't take a rocket scientist
what the fuck
to
is going on?
sort it out, does it? Like, I mean,
come on, it's fucking laughable, mate. They ruining the fucking world. We should. Do you know what? Give us fucking Putin for Prime Minister. Let's fucking have it.
Yeah. On that note, I want to say thank you for giving me your time.
Not a problem.
A rating, Port Talbot to live in out of 10.
Out of 10. If you're a local, 8 out of 10.
Top man. We did. Nice one anyway. Nice one, lads.
Sit. Keep it peace, lads.
Nice one, brother. A couple of Cardiff in here, like some of them didn't want to go on the camera, which I understand, but yeah, it was like mixed swan. It's mad because it's like some Swansea, some Cardiff. Yeah, interesting. Proper booze that I was, weren't it? Like, oh, lovely. What was you doing in the fucking toilet?
Fuck off, you dickhead.
Idiot, mate. Idiot.
Did you?
Disappointed, bro. It's Cardigan House. One in the bum, no harm done. So obviously we've gone in the pub and he just can't help himself. One in the bum, no harm done. Look at this. That is, I'm sorry, but that is a fucking shambles. What is going on? What's bad? That's bad, isn't it? Bad, come on now. Sort it out. That, you know, we're quick to blame the council and stuff, but that's a people problem. Yeah. That's a community problem. Like, people should be... I hate that. Yes, bro, what's your name?
Right, Gareth Isaacs, my name is.
You from round here, bro?
Yeah, born and bred, Sandfields where I am.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's it like, bro?
It used to be rough when I was growing up, but it's changed a lot now, it has.
Was this like the roughest part, would you say, or is it another part?
Just Sandfields in general. But
it's quite a big estate, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it is a big estate.
Is this where like the only flats are then, is it, or?
At the minute, yeah. They're building all these new ones, but
yeah.
These are just all the old ones from when I was a kid.
Yeah. Do you live in the flats, or?
I got kids that live in the flats.
Couple of kids, a couple of stragglers, like.
I'm a dad to 4, I am. Boy, 3 girls.
Same man?
Yeah, same.
Oh, that's alright,
yeah,
that's alright. So what's what's an average day in Sandfields like?
It's just full of junkies. Oh, that's it, really.
Big drug problem here, is there?
Yeah. You see them everywhere. Falling around, you have to tell them to like move out the way of your kids and all.
That's not nice,
shit around here.
Yeah.
It is terrible around here.
Yeah, for people like, you know, who've got kids.
Nothing around here really. It's a dying town really. That steelwork scores was here. Nothing.
That was the bread and butter for the town.
Yeah,
yeah.
It is terrible.
Now we've got nothing, like, you know.
It is terrible. Like, I have had, like, all my parents, grandparents have worked in the steelworks, and when that goes now, it's done round here, that is.
Yeah.
It is mad.
How would you just, like, Port Talbot is next to Swansea, yeah? What makes Port Talbot different to Swansea?
I don't know. I don't really know. Apart from we sound different to them.
Yeah.
And
do you think you sound different? Yeah, like the accents and that.
Swansea sound different to people from down here.
Yeah.
Or even if you go, like, say, Cardiff, for instance, that sounds different again, and that's only like half hour up a road.
As soon as we leave Cardiff, the next town, which is 10 minutes away, they proper sound like valley, like they're from the valley. It's mad, like. But,
like, yeah, I always get told they sound different to everyone else.
Well, the one guy just said something in the pub, and he put it quite different, like quite good to me. He said this is like Port Talbot was like a mini Tiger Bay of the docks, like it was very multicultural here.
Yeah.
And like Swansea is not like that.
Like, it is like multicultural around here. There's loads of different races around here, and like how it should be. There's nothing against them. They don't do, you know, act like everyone else. So
yeah, they had the Windrush generation here, weren't they? A lot of Caribbeans.
They've done quite a bit of like graffiti for the Jamaicans that come over to Wales.
Where's that to? I'd like to see that.
So go past the Dragon, and you come to like a road, cross our road, and then you see a football pitch. Keep walking past that football pitch, and on the left you come to like underground tunnels, and it's just all under there. I mean, the artwork under there. See, like my partner, she's mixed race. Her mother's half Jamaican, half Welsh.
From Port Talbot.
Yeah. So
sick.
I think it's alright round here, but some people think Sandfields is a shithole and it's rough. But
is there like violence here, gang violence, like youngsters and all, like in Cardiff and other cities, like you have like
go to town, you get them wannabes, but not around here.
Yeah.
Nah.
Fair play. If you could give Port Talbot a rating to live here,
honest one.
Honest one.
Born and raised, so I'd say 10 out of 10 for me. I was born and raised down
You
here.
wouldn't leave?
Nah, like I grew up on our beachfront. That was literally all that was on my doorstep.
You don't get many council estates for beaches, do you?
No, and you know, you don't take it for granted some days, but you know, waking up to that on your doorstep is lovely, like.
Yeah. And when it's boiling, I bet it's busy down there, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a nightmare down on our beach when it's boiling, but it's still nice down here. Yeah.
Brother, it's nice to meet you, man.
It's mad to see you on, like, from Instagram to in real life.
You watch it, do you?
Yeah,
that's class. Bro, thank you so much, man. Take care.
Andrew, I'll catch you in a bit.
So, these flats are 4 stories and 3 stories. Like in the centre of them, they're 4 stories. And then all the way around there, 3 is. It's a mad setup. We're going to try and walk around the back, see. I bet there's rubbish around the back of this one as well. But yeah, I just want to say as well, I didn't really say it in the intro, Port Talbot has some very famous people from here. I mentioned Rod Gilbert, Anthony Hopkins, the actor, Michael Sheen, the actor, Richard Burton, the actor, Pancho from Dirty Sanchez, Letitia from the Valleys. There's some characters who were brought up this part of the world. A lot of actors as well. There's definitely a lot of character here in Port Talbot, you know, and it's when we spoke to Nelly from San Pablo, we spoke and saying it is an up and coming place, you know. It's a shame what's happened to the steelworks, but this is not nice. This is just forgotten about, and this does make it look really rough, you know. Garage is abandoned. A football pitch. It's an overgrown. That looks like it would have been the old pitch, that Avonlea though. Was that 4G? That's neglected. What a waste. What an absolute waste. Also, if you remember, another thing that Port Talbot was famous for, the Banksy painting. We will be looking for that soon. What do you think, Sam?
Yes, fucking.
Wow. This is awful. Look at this. Fucking hell. And just over there, you've got a brand new housing estate. Over these flats, you have literally got the beach with a lot of money put in, and then you got this. Like, crazy. Ah, maybe the other ones were meant to have the balconies and they've fallen off. See where we live in Fairwood, we got Lavender Grove. We are going to do a vlog of that. In Lavender Grove, in the maisonettes, they had balconies. Some of them actually fell off, so they took most of them down. What the fuck, like? What do you think of it?
Terrible, to be honest.
Yeah?
It is bad, yeah. It's a shame, really.
What?
It's a shame, to be honest.
We do a backflip. Go on, go on.
Yeah.
We used to do this back in the day, Sam.
I do all the things.
I'll
do a bum drop.
No, do a backflip, bro.
Oh! Help me! Help me! Help me!
Oh my God, Sam, bro. Oh, should we cut through? We might be able to cut through. Oh, look, do you know what's mad as well, right? Where we live, most of the blocks are locked, unless you bust one or two. All the block doors are open.
The front don't seem too bad.
Well, it's hidden, isn't it? Like, you've got that there.
Yeah, in the front, like.
It's like,
You know what I mean? The front's quite tidy, and then about the back.
it's like when you're a kid and they say tidy your room when you put it all under the bed.
Yeah.
The back is under the bed.
Yeah.
Fucking sad, man. Come out of the house. Like, you've got the secret garden there, like, looks like a nice little... This is where Aberabin swimming pool used to be. Honest to God, one of the best swimming pools I ever went to, like, class. Oh, mate, amazing. Like, I don't think they'd have it now because of health and safety, like, it was, you know, because of the slides and that, but it was class, mate. Used to do kickboxing competitions there, everything, you know. Those windows are quite unique. Maritime looking. Right then, let's try and get onto the other side of Sandfields, and this is just the one spot, like, you know, and it is a big estate. We'll try and get in a bit more and see if we can go and see the town centre as well. So they've got Dalton Fish Bar. Meant to be a nice chippy, that is. Just on the beach as well. Jade Garden, the beach shop, the dog, and then you've got the spa there. Look. So this is the one shop on Aberabin. We are going to go over to the other side now and see if we can see any people. You are?
I've been here 26 years.
Yeah? You like it, yeah?
And it's been this peaceful ever since I moved in.
Ah, lovely. Fair play.
You can't beat it. I know the pub. They have the odd music night. But once you came out into closed then, everything stays quiet.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Cheers, mate. The Amazon pub. This place is huge, like, for an estate. It is like Ely. It's like Ely.
I know.
Like the size of it, I mean. Yeah. It's just street after street. Hiya, mate.
Hello, mate. You okay? How are you? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, man. Yeah.
You a Sandfields boy?
Hey?
You a Sandfields boy?
Am I?
Sandfields. You from here? Out of 10, what's it like to live in Sandfields?
What's my what?
Out of 10, rating out of 10, what's Sandfields like?
10.
Top man. Just tell me quickly, just what it's like, you know, what it's like to live here.
Yeah, it's nice like this.
Did you say there's a lot of Cardiff up here?
There's a lot of Cardiff up there.
What?
I go you on Facebook.
People from Cardiff or people who support Cardiff?
People support Cardiff.
Yeah.
You've got a few odd people from Cardiff down here, but not many. No, I met a girl I did and down there 5 years ago. Yeah. I'm from Bristol.
Weekend offender, I see.
But get in the arm we want to.
Why, is it good enough?
I don't know, but...
is it open?
Yeah, you go round the side.
Oh, I'll have a look now.
Go and have a look. It's probably locals in there.
Yeah.
Used to be. I come doing over this side now 10 years.
Is it all classed as the same place?
No, you got Sandfields. This is Sandfields area, and then you got down by the hospital area way.
Yeah.
That's Fairfield way.
Okay, we'll have a look.
Kind of like an alien corridor.
Yeah, it's the same area but different names, kind of thing.
Yeah, Sandfields, Fairfield. You got Margam.
Yeah.
Taibach.
Nice place to live, or?
Quiet, nice.
In Sandfields?
Sandfields, yeah, lovely.
Used to be rough, like.
Yeah, years ago I'm from Fairfield. I got brought up in Fairfield, and then come over here. I think it's 9 years, 13 years altogether, roughly, about in Sandfields. Best thing I've ever done, move over to Sandfields.
Good.
And I live literally in the corner over there, and I got a beach for the
beach.
beach.
You're perfect, innit?
Yeah, the only downside is at the moment now is they're charging people to park.
Oh, it's a fucking road.
They've already put it on about a month ago, they have.
But if you live by your house, you could...
Yeah. I'm walking distance, I am.
Yeah. Top man. Thank you.
Much, mate.
I'll be back.
On YouTube, is it?
Yeah, the Central Club.
Was it Central Club?
Yeah.
Central Club, yeah.
Check it out.
Check it out, mate. Cheers.
Nice, mate. Hiya.
Okay.
Do you want to say hello? Do you want to come and say hello? Where to you from? I'm from Cardiff.
I'm from there.
Is it?
What are you doing down here on the vids?
Yeah, vlogging the estate, yeah.
Sweet, I'm Sam. Nice to meet you.
I'm Sam.
Are you Sam?
Yeah.
Tell him wagwan. And you're on the Grey Goose.
Yeah,
you know the score.
Yeah,
what are you doing down there, Sens?
Just doing vlogs, we are.
Hello, for what?
Yeah,
We go different council estates.
Trying to export to Colombia and easy, like.
What's it like round here, love?
Shite.
Really?
Nah, that pub, don't go there.
No?
Because the owner banned me, right? But go, yeah, we don't like to go to the Dunes, bang it.
Where's that to?
The Dunes is round the corner from here now.
That's
Okay.
It's by Fairway and then down the Dragon, bang
We've
it.
been to the Dragon.
Don't go in there, scumbags.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, my
Nice
love.
to Sam.
Say that again.
I was born and bred in Sandfields.
Yes.
70 going on 71.
Yeah. Okay.
It's been a rough estate in the past, and it's a tidy place to live.
Yeah. How's Sandfields changed since the steelworks closed?
I haven't noticed any different really, because it's too early to tell.
Yeah.
It hasn't really kicked in.
Yeah. You think in years to come we will?
Oh yes.
Go back to the old Sandfields?
No, not really. I know, because the steel company was here before I moved down here.
Yeah.
Before I was born, so it's always been there.
Yeah.
But
no,
this
fair enough.
industry around this area is shit.
The whole of the UK is.
I know, you had
awful.
BP chemicals there. I went. I know,
Yeah.
so there's no industry in Port Talbot anymore.
Yeah. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that. So, I'm going to leave this vlog here because we could go on forever with this place. It's massive. We haven't covered the whole of Sandfields. I'm driving around thinking, oh, I'd like to walk around here and stop here. So I think we'll come back for a part 2. And I think the part 2 would also incorporate the town centre of Port Talbot, where we can go and see the Banksy mural, where we could go and speak to Sam Patablo, Pancho and Neil's clothing brand, and hopefully speak to more people. But, you know, I think today was great. We met some great people. And yeah, unique place, Port Talbot. Obviously, they've had a lot of ups and downs, especially more recently. But I'd like to see what the future holds here. And yeah, we're definitely going to come back. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button to be notified of future content. Let me know in the comments where you want us to go next, and stay central.
The Central Club.